Hey everybody, Orange here, bringing another StarCraft commentary. This is the Lost Saga MSL with the new intro since Bisu is out. I'm going to be commentating on Group B here, consisting of Lita, Cal, Luxury, and Hyuk. Right. So, first matchup, we're going to have Cal against the Luxury. This is going to be pretty good. Both players are very high caliber. Cal known as one of the 6 dragons, and Luxury one of the best Zergs around right now. This is actually Cal's best matchup. He also calls himself Gujia, or Gujila, so that's going to be pretty good. His best matchup is against Zerg. It's almost 60%. Luxury is about even in most of his matchups. His ZVP is about 55-56%. He was at one point lauded as a pretty bad ZVP player, but he has sort of fixed it up, at least the way it looks like it, a little bit better. Luxury also calls himself Practice, but I'm just going to stick to the original names, Cal and Luxury, because that's the names they became, known with, and I'm just going to stick to that. So all in all, we're going to have a pretty good matchup. After this, we're going to have Lita against Hyuk. I don't think that'll be as good a matchup, but this could become a pretty good game all in all. Well, according to how these guys play. And of course, we're going to be playing on a fairly new map, on the Carthage map, which is very Zerg favorite, so that's going to be one more advantage in the Luxury's favor there. We're going to see how Cal adapts, because that map is a little bit anti-protoss. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Finish off my tea there. So, this is going to be on Carthage. We're going to have Luxury in red as the Zerg at the 11 o'clock, and at the 5 o'clock we're going to have Cal as the Protoss in what looks to be yellow. So yeah, it's a 2-player map, as I've already said. It's a pretty maneuverable map, so it allows for Zergs to maneuver around. There are a lot of ways to flank and get into your opponent's base. The middle is blocked off by a couple of Xel'Naga temples, but those can be taken down for extra maneuverability. Every single expansion has gas, so of course that really helps Zerg. It allows them to go to Hive Tech much earlier, allows them to get Ultralisks and Defilers and all that yummy stuff out pretty early. And of course there's a 2-player map, so cheese and such is also viable. Cal just gonna go for the standard Forge Fast Expand and instantly sends his probe up to scout to see what it is that Luxury does. Luxury apparently going for a 12 hatch, so he's gonna go for a more economic build. This is very good. The distance between them is actually a big travel. No, apparently no. He's canceled that. He's apparently gonna go for a 9 pull first. I believe that's only 9 drones there. Maybe he was thinking doing something. Maybe he was thinking of going 9 hatch even. I don't know. I don't think he's actually made a second Overlord at this point. No, just now. Also going for gas very early, so it's going to have early spawning pool and gas. And more drones on the way, so he might have gotten Overlord before, but I don't think he has that many drones actually on the ground, so I believe this is in fact a 9 pull. Might have even been, all in all, yeah, I think that's what it is. He might have thought of doing something interesting, but maybe thought of putting on a hatchery first, but then didn't. Force not coming down. This map is pretty bad for Protoss. I saw much play on this map and he lost pretty badly. Ooh, the opinion polls are very even. People are pretty even. Don't really know who to think who wins. I mean, Cal is very good against Zerg, but all in all, it's such a Zerg favorite map, so we're going to see out there. First Zergling is now on the way. Forge almost in. He's definitely going to have to warp in, 2 cannons for sure to try to block that off. And we're going to see if those Zerglings manage to run around those middles. I think can. First Zergling is now out. I think he not mining gas yet. He might have. Don't know if he's going to have Zergling speed anytime soon. The probe is going to get taken down. Just trying to distract those Zerglings meanwhile. So Zerglings are not going to attempt to run by. At least not all this probe is inside. So as long as this probe is inside, there's not going to be any run by. 2 cannons being set up. Zerglings could actually run run by. We're going to see whether that getaway is or not. Probe Scout has been taken down at this point, and the hatchery meanwhile being put down by Luxury, and sending those 6 Zerglings now down, see what they can manage to do, at least put on a little bit of pressure early on. 2 cannons are on the way, and the Nexus coming up before Gateway, so he's not going to be able to block it off. You might want to put, at least keep that 1 probe around there to try to block off as well, because those Zerglings could be doing something. We're going to see what kind of tech decision Luxury goes for. No gas on the way anytime soon, even though we got that extractor very, very early. A 3rd photon cannon being put down, so Cal being very, very cautious here, and a gateway also being put down. I think this is actually smart by him, because the Zergling run by is actually very dangerous on this map. Also putting a probe there in one position to make sure that no Zerglings run by, and Luxury is not going to attempt to run by. He spotted the 3rd cannon with that overlord, I'm assuming. I think Zergling speed is actually up. I can't quite tell. Yeah, I do believe Zergling speed is up, and the Zerglings running there in that location. There was nothing there, so they're going to simply take down the 3rd hatchery. So we're going to see whether he goes for 3 hatcheries, into Spire, into Scourge, into 5 hatch Hydralisks. That's a very popular Zerg build right now, although he doesn't have a lot of gas mining. He's just trying to get some drones now because he had that strange account. It seemed like his timing was a little bit off for Luxury. We're going to see if that affects his gameplay at all or not. Now drones be transferred into this natural expansion here. So, yep, just in time, just like a pro would do. Not too much drone saturation at his main, meanwhile. Lair, meanwhile, coming up. So, it is going to be an early Spire to get those Scourge out to protect against those Corsairs that are going to be flying around in there pretty soon. Ooh, some non-Koreans, some foreigners sitting around. I don't recognize those guys, whoever you are. Hi. Congratulations on being a non-Korean. Means you suck at StarCraft. So, Cal putting a Cybernetics core outside his natural, using it just as another building to block for those cannons. His Stargate probably going to go up inside of his main, meanwhile, just make sure. Lair, meanwhile, almost up for Luxury. Should have his Spire coming up right after that. He's mining gas fully on right now. I don't know how many drones. There's 2 or 3 drones at that gas. Cal's been mining gas for quite a while now. Now just the Stargate coming up, so we're going to see the Corsair pretty soon. There's going to be no run by, meanwhile, from Luxury. At least I don't think so. He does have quite a few Zerglings on the ground, I believe. I just see them like a huge red dot moving in on Cal's base. We're going to see whether Luxury tries to go for a run by here. That could be pretty effective. Although, no, he definitely doesn't have enough Zerglings. Just has those first 6 to left, just going for a quick economic build. Very interesting that how StarCraft has evolved, that the 3 hatchery build has become very popular now. 3 hatch into Lair, into Spire, and then into 5 hatch Hydralisk. Another cannon build being put down by Cal, so he's not getting any scouting off, waiting for that Corsair, being very careful. Meanwhile, we're going to see how he progresses after that first Corsair comes out, whether he goes for Seri or something else. A 4th hatchery now coming down for Luxury, so he's definitely going to get that Hydralisk den done after he has enough hatcheries to produce. 3 Zealots now out in the field. Going to see if they manage to harass. There are not a lot of Zerglings, so the Zealots should be able to engage fairly safely. Zerglings are going to run away. They have speed, though, so they're not going to be able to do any damage. Cal could actually, technically speaking, move in with those Zerglings into one of the bases and just harass a little bit, but maybe just doesn't want to leave his own main open. Ooh, also 2 cannons being put down inside of his main, so Cal being excruciatingly careful there. An evolution chamber, meanwhile, coming up. So I don't see a den up. Maybe I missed it. The den should be coming soon as well. I think maybe one of those buildings is in fact a den, maybe another hatchery. Just Cal just getting his robotics facility now. So we are in fact going to see Ser Reaver. That's what his plan on going for. Cybernetics core also spitting, so he's definitely going to get goon speed. Meanwhile, actually those might even be air upgrades instead of goon range if he doesn't plan on going for goons. Ooh, Scourge out just in time to get follow that following that Corsair. The Corsair get